Yeah! Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. How we doing? Gotta go grab a salad real quick from the kitchen. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. But yeah, level to level Neeft, and make sure that you are aware of how we're playing this. Okay. Ideally, that's what we want to see. Yeah, so we'll see if like this is bounceable. Right? We'll see if this is bounceable. So, wow. Yeah, golden pocket in between 7.5. Yeah, we'll see if the levels hold today. What are you guys doing to celebrate? Votioni says, did I miss 10-second TA? You might have, but it was yesterday. Yeah, were you here yesterday when we said that we're going to be shorting and we might be looking for a bullish retest today? We might be longing today. Remember, Voshin, anything that we're going to do the day of, we talked about it days before. JV says, did you enter on yesterday's SFP? Yes, I'm in for 65 Bitcoin, JV. I think on average I got filled for like 15. 13 Bitcoin on Blowfin, 11 on KCEX, 12 on BitUnix, 12 on BitUnix number 2, 13 or 12.85 on the other case here. What's your average entry? 86,660. I'll show you. Oh, that's the MEXC. Uh, 12.85, 13 on this one. 11.55 on this KCEX. 13 on, oh, I'm gotta log in, hold on. But you get the drift, yeah? But yeah, JV, I don't know how many times I said for the last like 7 days that I'm not scared to short the 86 up there. So just executing the plan. JV says, I tried a few times yesterday, and the last time I told myself I will wait for RTH, it dipped. This was the only attempt that I took, and I just waited for the SFP. Did you see where my stop loss was? Did you see what my entry was? All you had to do was just wait that 30-minute. You know, and then you can see like I'm just like trying to chase it right here. Stop loss was here, right? And then you remember what I said yesterday, right? So you can't lose 82. You can't lose the RTH gap. Okay, you could do a gap fill and go. Ideally, a partial would be better. Okay, but you can't really lose this gap. So you have a clear invalidation if you were going to try to do a long. Okay, that's obviously untapped naked point of control and also right in between the golden pocket and 7.5. Pixel perfect between the golden pocket and 7.5. All right, so again, the short is going to continue to run, right? Because it might go to 70. I don't know. So I'm going to let the shorts run. I'll move my stop loss into tiny profit. I'll shave 10%, 20% at that box. And I will also attempt a long at the box if we get there. Yeah, nothing has really changed. Do you know how long I've been talking about I'm not scared to short 86, 87? So, did it? You feel me? And then we'll see. JV says, I know I was ready also. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, just waiting for that SFP was probably the best thing. But JV, I don't know if you remember hearing me say it, but do you remember when all of these bad clusters came in? And I was like, if we do sweep this, it better be a really nice tail. Wait for that. Wait for that. So I wouldn't really take a long here because that's bad, right? But the opposite of it being bad is you got to be able to respect the good tails. Just like how you would have the discipline to not take the long there and be patient and wait, you got to have the discipline to take the ones that are good. Yeah, there's really no rush into it. We're looking for a long today, right? Ariudri? Did you get the little thing? So you saw this earlier, right? So look where could the two bullish retests be, right? Look at what it's choosing to do it right here. So have you, for example, we've gone over this trident many, 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 many times. How do you confirm a trident? Do you remember? Instead of saying value area high bouncing is bullish, some people might say, hey, let's go ahead and let the trident confirm. How do you confirm a trident? You see that point of control? So if you can make a higher high, you're going to be able to confirm the trident. Some people are going to consider that more bullish than anything about a value area high. Okay? The reason why you would do that is because the reason between the guy that wants to make a higher high and the guy that might be a little bit more like you is because they haven't seen the failed auction happen. And then it's like, fuck. So it's all about sample size and what you have experienced yourself, so you know how to manage your own risk. Remember, don't put pressure on yourself to have the best entry. Pressure yourself into having the best risk management. If you're always focusing on trying to have the best trade or being in a trade, you're actually going to end up losing, because most trade setups are net negative ROIs. It takes quite a bit of patience and waiting to get the best setup. That means you're not taking every single trade. All right. Adayudri says, wouldn't making a higher high be too late to take the long though? No. Maybe for somebody like you that feels the pressure of having to have the pixel perfect bottom. Yeah. Now, you could take a long with the acceptance that you're going to front run, that it's going to make a higher high, but that's your risk reward. Okay? So if you told me, hey, brother, there's a bull div, I'm going to front run the trident forming and confirming, I'm going to take the long at value area high, then sure. But that's different from somebody saying, hey, bouncing off a value area high is bullish. Because I don't really know what bullish means for you. Sounds good out of you three? Yeah, I wish I could be inside of your head and I could understand what you mean by bullish. You know, I wish I could understand if you're scalping or you're looking for home runs. I wish I could see what leverage you're using, right? But I can't. So in this game, brother, the best thing to do is to just know what it means for you. Sounds good? But yeah, I would say that if you're somebody that can't long unless you have pixel perfect bottom, you're gonna have a hard time. You know, some people, like, I have these two levels, right? So if it does something like this, for me, that's more bullish than bouncing off of value area high on settlement, because this is S&P. The real shit is always on Truth Social. Oh man, yeah. US 30, what's going on? Shaboom, Bitcoin dude. Johnny Wonka says, are we going down now? Dude, above VWAP, bullish. Below VWAP, bearish. Some people might wait for this whole thing. Some people might be waiting for that. Lots of different opportunities in front of you. You just got to read the data. Here, let me do this for you. Do you need like a higher time frame recap, brother? As long as you don't lose this. Okay, some people are gonna take that as, oh, this is a long. Maybe, but if you go back and rewind, what we're talking about is, this is like the last. You can't lose that if you're bullish. Okay, so staying above here, bullish, on the smaller and medium time frame. Okay, on the medium time frame, you're looking at the trident. Okay, so whether it's here or here, all right, you're looking for those levels to be where the 4-hour closes are. So you can go as low as here, but ideally you have a 4-hour close here, for bullish, that's what you're looking for. You can't lose that. That would be an amazing, easy long for bulls. Okay. Does it mean it has to go there? No. On the bearish side, you always want to be aware of value ranges, fail auctioning. Okay. We already talked about that. We already talked about the swing fail of that. That's yesterday. And S&P confluence is going to always be important. So if S&P pumps, Bitcoin's going to pump. If S&P dumps, Bitcoin's going to dump. You've got Gex flip and you've got your biggest Bugama volume at around the 57.65, 75 gap. So yeah, you always got to, be head on a swivel, and have like your own plans. Have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. I'm taking shorts, but I really want to get into some big ass, really nice longs. I want gaps closed. I want lows cleaned. I don't want funky lows. I don't want, you know what I mean? If I am going to get into a long, it's not going to be on a Thursday or a Friday. I mean, yeah, I'll take a long, at fucking 83 or whatever that fucking box is. But, yeah, like the long that I really, 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 really want, dude, I think is still lower. And, I don't know if I like those lows, bro. I don't know if that's going to take me to 130. I'm bullish, you know? I would love to get like a 69 long, 70 long to like 150, dude. I could show ya! You know? But since everybody wants that, it's probably not going to happen. I still think 76 is possible because of the RTH and the ETH low difference. You know what I mean? Radizzle, you good? Has there been anything of interest from the Digital Asset Summit today? Nope. No, it's just math, dude. We're witnessing a failed auction off a value area high. So we'll see. I even drew out like what you're supposed to see for confirmation and stuff. So it is what it is. We'll see. I mean, bulls could defend. And it's also on a CME trend line that we've had for quite some time. So. All right, and I will probably TP full on half of the shorts at the box and have those accounts maybe see about a hedge long if it gets to the 83 box. Okay, so nothing has changed since the morning. What I would challenge you to do is just start the stream from the very beginning and listen to everything. Yeah, listen to what I was saying here. Listen to what I was saying during all of this. Listen to what I was saying here. Listen to what I'm saying through all of this. And don't forget about like shift from yesterday. Pro by Dia says longed from the bottom. Now we here. Fred says this song dope. Let's go. Good afternoon, JT. 0x Lions Trade says, hey Kimba, do you think it's worth it to enter on the 618 retest after break of the neckline of the failed auction? Sure. Yeah, you're probably looking for a bearish retest of the 85.2. Yeah, I drew it a little bit earlier when I asked everybody how does it confirm a failed auction? And so it was that, if you remember, breaking of that. Yeah, but what your awkwardness is, your stop loss needs to be on that high or maybe that high. So
it's over. Bitcoin is going to zero.
Bugs51, thank you for the resub. RNK says, is the S&P gap above filled? I'm seeing different results on this. What do you mean? So ES is futures, S&P is not. Jupy, you good? Wazzle says, Kimba, I missed this generational short by $10. That's okay. I didn't get stopped out by like 50. Yeah, and stop loss is already in profit. Yeah, it's okay. Now we need to be thinking about 83,000, right? Yeah, but you didn't really miss it today though. To be honest, you know, do you know how long, Wazzle, would it be fair to say that I've been talking about the 80, 85, 86, 87 short since last week and how we would play it and all the edge? So I think if you really wanted a short, it was all here. You know, if you got stopped out, that's okay. I think missing it is yesterday. Like if you got stopped out and you didn't have enough conviction to re-enter, then that's today. But if you're going to talk specifically about missing a short, you missed it yesterday, to be real. You know, I think if you got stopped out, That's okay. But yeah, this is what we've seen this so many times. So just whichever way you want to bet, you know, put your stop loss break even. Who cares? So remember what I said about 83 and 82 and what bulls would need to do, and maybe we get it today. Maybe that shit is on Monday with a trident. Maybe we bounce off of 84 thou and then we bing bong ding dong to do bearish retest of 85. We got 3 more hours left until US markets close. All right. I mean, I don't want to be Captain Obvious, but that's 6 more 30-minute candle closes. So I'm excited to see where RTH settles. Nothing too surprising. We saw a failed auction of value area high. Saw it rotate back from value area high, full rotate, value area low. Obviously, now you're going to be looking to see how much time and value it spends below value area low. Our next level of interest that we've been waiting for since the morning is just a couple $100 away. That's the level that, for me, bulls can't lose. If they do, it will start a cascade on all of the shitty lows. All right. So that's kind of like the last place sort of, I think, for the day-to-day sort of scalp long attempt. But as we've been talking about, any sort of long attempt above 76 or that RTH low, we're just going to immediately put stop loss at break even, tiny profit. Yeah. Chef P says you are the best. Kimba Pham. Let's go, Chef P. Anywho, let's go. LOL Kokui, let's go. Jao, let's go. Sisvo, let's go. Stiga, are you good? Ariudri, are you good? Marchenik, juice the good low. Let's go. Isn't the Fogo bread powder? I have no idea what it's called. Radizzle says, I love that plan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just level to level, level to level. Radizzle, you've been here every day for the last 2 weeks, right? Yeah. So no real surprises about, the swing fail short, failed auction, okie dokie. And, yeah, we'll see if we can, if there's a reason to long the 83, 82, because losing that would be shitty. And you know where the bad lows are. You know where the weak lows are. So if 83, 82 doesn't hold and it's not a good long, you know where the next long would be. If it goes down and taps the untapped naked point of control, pixel perfect, and has like a crazy 30-minute candle close. Do you know how you would play that? How far you would allow yourself to chase it? So you're not telling me, oh my God, I got front ran by $30. What do you mean you got front ran by $30? You just stood there and you fucking let it run by you? So maybe, how would you trigger your backup plan? What is the limits that you're going to set? When are you going to set the limits? And at the end of the day, where is your line in the sand where you say, oh, fuck, beyond here, I've already missed it, which is going to help you at least get into the long before you reach that level. Ariudri says, Kimba, if we get the box at the end of RTH, would you take the long? Yes. Yes. Here's what I want you to do, Ariudri. Let's just break it down, okay? When the bullets start flying, this is what I'm going to be doing right now. Are you looking at open interest? It's on my YouTube for free, okay? Watch the open interest, and if you see a shit ton of shorts open, okay, in the box, or if you see a shit ton of longs get stopped out in the box, I want you to tell me. Okay? Do you have Coinalyze on open, okay, to be looking at aggregated CVD on the 30-minute? If you see a hidden bull div or a regular bull div, I want you to tell me. Okay? Last but not least, are you watching S&P? Okay? If you're going to think about taking a long down there, what do you want this to do? So first things first, is that a good low or a bad low? What is that? Do you have this line with me, bro? So do you want to long Bitcoin if S&P is doing this? Or perhaps you might want to do something like okay, do you have VWAP right there? That would be nice. Like 56, 70 bounce and get your ass back above this line type of shit. And then last but not least, brother, you don't need to get pixel perfect entry, okay? So does it really matter if we're going up here, brother? Does it really matter if your entry is here or here or here or here or here or here or all of the above? So in my opinion, for you, brother, it could do this and is all the way from here to here. If the edge is there, okay, you have enough time while the price is in this box to look at all of the data and figure out if you feel like you have edge or not. Okay? And then when you get filled, right, depending on when you get filled and where the 5-minute candle structure is, you need to wait until the structure changes on your 5-minute before you can put your stop loss at break even. Until then, you're gonna have to put your stop loss at lower low. Okay? So let's say, for example, how big is your position size? Or do you get into 5 Bitcoin longs? Do you get into 10 Bitcoin longs? Worst case scenario, you do some fucked up shit and you enter right here and you get stopped out right here. How much do you lose? And is that okay or no? Because if you can't even, if that's not okay, then don't even trade this. Okay? What happens if what's your position size? And if you do some stupid ass shit and you get like the worst of the best entry, okay? And you actually end up getting stopped out. Okay? What's your thing? And are you okay with this? If you're not okay with taking that risk, then don't even play. All right, so that's the first thing. And then once that actually is reasonable, then you have between price action from here to there to decide if you want to take the long out of Udry. And I don't know if it might be tomorrow, brother. I think it's pretty funny that it's bouncing off of the RTH gap. So, you know, if it starts to turn VWAP into support, which is resistance right now, then I might have to think that we're going to rotate all the way back up to value area high again, in which case you're probably looking at the bearish retest of the line. Maybe it's time for like another short at the value area high. But going from value area high, value area low, bing bong ding dong, those are just kind of pretty normal. So no long for me yet. Yes, I would take that long if there's structural edge, like a swing fail. Open interest edge, like bottom shorts. I don't really care for longs to get squeezed, but I would like to get more bottom shorts. And I would love a hidden CVD bull div. Okay. And because the risk reward is nice. Ariudri, do you believe, like I do, that if you can hold the 82, 83, how high do you think you could go? Because like, what would be your TP on the long? For me, it's a very obvious 90. I don't know about how high. I don't even know if you have a plan for how high it could go. But if I were going to scalp and TP the whole thing, it would be at 90. That's where the value area high is on the higher time frame. Do you have that? My first TP would be a bit earlier. That's okay. But I would close the whole thing at 90. Like the next naked point of control. So the risk reward is nice. I would really only be risking like $2,000, $3,000, max $2,000, I think, maybe 15 hundo. You know, but it could give me like a $7,000 pump to 90. Yeah. Let's see it together, Ariudri. I'll tell you if I take the long, okay? I'll go, Ariudri, I'm going to go, pa-pink. So it very well might be that we just kind of crab around and make a really crazy bing bong ding dong bear flag all the way back up to 85. Anything is possible, level to level, math by math, fib by fib, shall we? It might just be that we get the long tomorrow, or maybe it's a better long on Monday. Yeah, but you know, it's we don't want to get got. Yeah. All right, Rigzin Pavel. Good. I'll be here early tomorrow. Sounds Gucci, and then we can get caught up. But that's how RTH is gonna do its thing. We're here right now. All right, you guys are the best, man. Maybe Bandit, Focacino, Cappuccino, Mochaccino. Swollen, Ayo, Mythic, Ace.
One thing my trainer, he told me, he said...
It's gonna be a nice little juice right here, chat.
He just told us to be prepared.
Just a little baby juice. You guys are the best. I love you guys, Lion. Stay safe. Hey, don't do nothing funky without me. Wait for me. But I will take that box though. All right. If the edge is there, at least one. Swing fail would be the easiest. Lord have mercy. Wouldn't that be the easiest bullshit? You know? A pink. When you know where you're supposed to put your stop loss, sometimes is all you need for a trade, isn't it? Like, you know what the entry is, you know how big you want to go, but you're not really quite sure where the invalidation is, or if you do get stopped out in profit, how do you get back in? Right? Sometimes that's like the hardest part. But yeah, swing fail will be easy, right? It's probably going to be some 3 drives bullshit. You never know. There's still no chance for a hidden bull div, right? Yeah, still no. Fuck. Not even close. Fuck. Ay, ay, arriba. Yeah. No strength yet. No strength yet. All right, y'all. Well, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. You know, maybe 30, 45 minutes before market open, and we'll reassess where we're at. Everybody has the levels, though, yes? Rough settlement, CME, VWAP, line, value area high, value area low. You can always take a screenshot. RTH gap. Lots of little areas where we could squeak in. I'm always going to love an RTH low. Obviously, the low that we set down there was during ETH. Lots of gap plays tomorrow and next week. So All right, Shazamin, Chef Wonderful, Batus, Fred, Ace. Hands up if you're going to be here bright and early tomorrow. Alrighty, well, Yogasun, you're leaving. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss.